Relationships, they can be the absolute best part of our lives. But man, they can also be the source of our deepest pain. Today, we're going to break down some really powerful ideas from Jay Shetty about how to get through that whole complicated journey, from the sting of heartbreak all the way to finding a love that's actually truly healthy. So let's talk about that moment, the one you just never see coming. A moment where your entire world just tilts. And it's all because of a few simple words. And boom, just like that, everything is different. One minute you're hearing, I love you, and the next it's just over. The whiplash from that is so confusing, it's so painful, and it makes you second guess everything you thought was real. Now listen, this is so important to remember when you're in that moment of pain. It is so easy to start thinking, well, if their love wasn't real, then all love must be a lie. But what Shetty points out is that you can't confuse one person's actions, someone who maybe doesn't even know how to love properly, with the idea of love itself. Just because they couldn't mean it doesn't mean someone else won't. So, okay, how do you actually move through that pain? Well, Shetty offers this really radical way of looking at it. He says, what if this ending isn't a tragedy? What if it's actually a rescue? I know, it sounds kind of crazy, right? How can something that hurts this much possibly be a good thing? But just for a second, think about what the alternative could have been. Okay, just look at this comparison. That sharp, immediate pain of a breakup, it feels like it's everything, I get it. But imagine spending years or a whole lifetime with someone who deep down is just not sure about you, someone who's always kind of wondering if they should have left. That's a quiet, slow, grinding pain that just chips away at you for decades. So in that light, the breakup, it's not a disaster. It's a rescue from a lifetime of that quiet misery. And this quote right here, it just nails why it's a rescue. You can't change yourself enough, you can't be perfect enough to be right for the wrong person. It just doesn't work. But the right person, they're not looking for a perfect performance. They're looking for you. And they'll be the one reminding you how amazing you are, even on the days you don't feel it yourself. All right, so if we've been saved from the wrong person, how in the world do we recognize the right one when they show up? Well, let's get practical. Shetty gives us a toolkit, 10 signs to look for in a really healthy, lasting relationship. So first up, let's talk about the foundation. Supporting your dreams isn't just about them being a cheerleader. It's about a deep, genuine respect for what you want out of life. And being present? That's about that feeling where you both forget your phones even exist because the conversation is just that good. And this last one is huge. A healthy partner is already a whole person. They're not looking for you to complete them. They're looking for someone to grow alongside. Then there's the connection itself. Trust isn't something that's just flipped on like a light switch on day one. As Shetty says, it's earned, little by little, over time, through actions that match words. And a healthy connection has a great balance. You both have your own lives, your own friends, but you still genuinely can't wait to see each other. And maybe the most important thing, you feel like you can be your true, weird, authentic self, no filter needed. And finally, we've got to talk about communication. Look, a healthy relationship doesn't mean you never fight. It's all about how you fight. Can you disagree without it getting ugly? Can you accept that you're not going to love all of their friends, and that's okay? But the real game changer is that last point. When you argue, is the goal to win, or is it to find a solution together? That one little shift changes everything. So you've got these principles, but how do they hold up when things get tough? Let's put them to the test with something a lot of us have faced, a long-distance relationship. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's about making a choice. The relationship matters more than the inconvenience of the distance. It's about being intentional, sharing those little day-to-day moments, actually scheduling time for each other, and trusting each other to build full, happy lives apart. And oh man, that last one is a biggie. Have the discipline to talk through the tough stuff on a call, not text through it where everything can get misunderstood. And all of this, it all leads to this one final, really beautiful metaphor that just perfectly sums up the difference between a fleeting crush and a love that's built to last. This is called the flower metaphor, and what it does is draw a really simple but incredibly profound line in the sand. It separates the whole mindset of liking someone from what it means to truly love them. Just think about this for a second. Liking is about taking. You see something beautiful, you want it for your own enjoyment right now, so you pluck it. The pleasure is instant, but in the process, the flower dies. But loving is about nurturing. It's about the daily effort. It's about the commitment to helping something and someone grow. One is about consumption, the other is about cultivation. And this is just so true for our world today, isn't it? We are all wired for instant gratification. Fast food, next day delivery, swipe right for an instant connection. But as Shetty points out, the things that actually give us deep meaning and fulfillment, they just don't work that way. They take patience, they take effort, they take time. So really, it all boils down to this one crucial question, a question you have to ask yourself. When you approach love, what's your mindset? Are you there to pluck the flower for a moment of beauty, or are you there to water it for a lifetime and watch it grow? Your answer to that? Well, that reveals everything.